A Girl Who Brought Down the World by Vivian Gee. Chapter 22. Revenge. Ballad of the Avenging Sister. She walks alone with just a sword. She tells herself she must press on. Her mind is young, yet she still finds she only hears of those long gone. She takes a break to ease her mind, then journeys on right to the lair. The day is bright, the sky is clear, yet all around no one is there. The madness caused by just one man, all to be stopped with just one girl. She knows she is the final hope to take his life and save the world. Kate continues to walk forward as she looks at her compass. The ruined soil that has contributed to the dust storms only impedes Kid as she attempts to walk faster. Christopher's agriculture policy only brought ruin to this land. The lack of clean water due to the failure of Christopher to continue the government's public waterworks has taken a toll on society itself. War within America has been fought over scarce resources that dwindle each day. Without water, life cannot exist. Kid looks around the ghost town that is in her way. Corpses lay in the same position as they died in fear. She looks away and continues to walk towards her destination. Her stomach growls. She's not eaten anything for a day, and she still must press on.
Christopher, you sick bastard. How could you do this?
She thinks as she continues walking. She continues to fight against the dust storm that impedes her path when she feels her body completely bogged down. Her mind becomes heavy and she can barely keep awake. She fights to stay conscious as she realizes she has hit the core of the radiation. Her suit continues to protect her, but the weight of the radiation slows her down tremendously. She continues walking at an even slower pace. She knows she must kill Christopher at any cost, even if she dies. Her sister would be proud.
Vivian,
she says to herself,
I wish you were here with me. I can't do this by myself.
Melanie and Mimi wait patiently on top of the broken car, waiting for Kid's return.
Do you think she has what it takes?
Asks Melanie.
I do not know. When we raised Vivian, she was our first child and we had many mistakes. Her behavior had always been a little bit rough and perhaps we've been too hard on her. Her anger had consumed her body, and by the time she hit high school, she seemed to be an out-of-control rebel. When we had Kid, we decided to be nicer, gentler, and less strict. Kid seems to be a little more naive and a little more childish than Vivian at the same age, but that was fine by me. Kid probably would have grown up to be a good woman at least,
says Mimi.
What do you mean would've?
Mimi hesitates to answer, but then Melanie realizes what she was implying.
Don't worry, she's got Vivian's spirit for now. If she could keep her head up, she'll do fine,
says Melanie.
Do you think I made the good decision to let her go? We all must be parted from our children one day. But like this?
Mimi exclaims.
Not the best example, but still. Kid is the only one who can do this. The fate of the nation rests on her shoulders. Miles always quoted that God will not make us bear more than we can handle. What kind of God would give kids so much responsibility?
Kid continues to walk. The weight of the suit begins to take a toll on Kid's mind. She finds herself getting thirstier with every minute. She comes across a bottle of water and begins to stare hard into it. She wishes she could take off the suit and drink it. She pauses at the water and pretends she is drinking it.
It's just not the same,
she thinks to herself. A few hours pass, and she sees a building that is not destroyed. It's the entrance to Christopher's basement. She can hardly believe her eyes. She clenches her fists harder on the sword she carries.
It's now or never.
She begins to pick up the pace and runs towards the entrance. Before she opens the door, she finds the bodies of Vivian and Miles.
What?
She exclaimed as she saw the decomposed piles of flesh. She continues to stare at them, stunned at the sight.
Christopher, you jerk!
She screams as loud as she can.
How dare you defile my father's body! Vivian, why did you leave me alone in this terrible world? You said things would be great! Ever since we discovered Christopher, everything has turned to a nightmare for me! Why? Why? I am there for you,
says Vivian.
What? Who was that? Kid, you aren't the same person I know and love. Vivian? What do you mean? You want to kill Christopher? I didn't think you had it in you to kill a fly. I don't! To kill a human, then?
Questions Vivian.
It's different!
Kid exclaims. She's right. God would never allow you to kill another human being, says Miles.
He killed you! He's done too much wrong as well! An eye for an eye!
Christopher never killed a single person. He's never killed anyone with his bare hands, explains Miles.
He caused all of this! He is responsible for everything that's happened to my world! Everything I've done since we moved in is because of him! I want nothing more than to settle a score!
Screams Kid.
Just forget about that. Everything will be fine at the end,
says Vivian.
No! It won't be if Christopher's still alive!
Kid yells.
You don't have to worry. It's all in the stars. I'm the one who's destined to kill Christopher. I must do it!
Kid, you're too sweet of a girl to kill anyone, says Miles.
I am not! I can be tough too!
She exclaims as she swings the sword at Miles. You've killed me, says Miles. How could you do this to your own father?
I didn't mean to!
Wails Kid.
Stop this! You're not real!
I am real, and you've killed me.
How could you do that to Dad?
Asked Vivian. How could you do this to me? Asks Miles.
How could you?
How could you? Kid blacks out and collapses into the dirt next to the bodies of Vivian and Miles. She gets up after an hour and finds herself at the entrance to Christopher's basement. She takes a look at the bodies one last time before opening the door.
Must have been a bad dream,
mutters Kid. She opens the door to find an unlighted hallway. She looks around for a light switch and finds it. She goes down the stairs and finds a wheelchair. She takes off her suit and places it nearly next to the wheelchair. She stares down the hallway. She slowly takes her sword and proceeds down the hallway. Christopher stares at his desk. He has grown tired of playing all 39 of his video games. He stares at a picture of Rabichoso. He looks around to find the other members of the cabinet, but they have gone missing.
Rabichoso, do you think I'm a good president?
Asks Christopher.
Of course, Father.
Rabichoso responds.
You submitted America's superpower status. Some people, like those terrorists, are out to get me. That girl terrorist even convinced my half-brother to try to kill me. He gave up his life to protect that terrorist. Why would he do that? Brother, some things can't be explained.
No, they can be,
replies Thomas, also known as Black Rabbichoso.
Your brother was corrupted by the sins of mankind. You must purge the earth.
No, I can't. There are so many innocent women out there who are potentially my future wives,
Christopher exclaims.
Understand, Christopher. There are men out there willing to risk their lives to kill you. They're also taking away the precious women you so desperately need,
says Thomas.
Do not worry,
says Christopher.
Melanie will come and all of my problems will be solved.
What if Melanie dies?
She can't. She's got enough nerve in her to take out those terrorists. She has right nerve amount amongst all the Lake D's.
Christopher, as your Secretary of Defense, I know what I'm talking about when I say America needs to be purged. You can repopulate the earth once you captured any girls you desire,
commands Thomas.
Any girl I desire? But they only exist in cartoons.
Look, it's ultimately your decision to do what to do with America. I must warn you that America will only get worse. Your presidency is coming to a close, and it's not because of term limits. No, Christopher, you're gonna die,
says Thomas ominously.
Why are you saying these things?
asked Christopher.
I'm here to protect you. Deep in the back of your mind, you know Melanie isn't coming. You know it to be true.
Shut up!
Shouts Christopher. What is going on? Exclaims the janitor. He walks in to find Christopher yelling at pieces of paper that are propped up with empty soda cans. Christopher notices the janitor and begins to calm down.
Hello. I was just talking to them,
Christopher explains as he points toward the pictures. Christopher, have you ever thought of going to therapy? I can get a specialist here, says the janitor.
No, I don't need therapy. I'm perfectly normal just like the rest of the worldwide population.
Alright, Christopher, whatever you say. I'm going to clean the closet now.
Okay. I have so much stress right now.
Christopher complains.
I think I will take a nap.
You do that, replies the janitor as he leaves the room. Kid continues moving forward down the hallway. She spots a few pictures set up on a desk. They're the same ones that were set up when she first encountered Christopher at his house. All the pictures of him and a beautiful woman were with Melanie. The one drawn picture is censored, but displayed Christopher giving a thumbs up while Melanie lays on a bed moaning. In the corner of the picture, a little girl is smiling. Kid puts the picture down and finds a poem right next to it.
The Saddest Soul in the Universe by Christopher Winfield Vega. Sad and depressed, sad and depressed. The cops took away my damsel distressed. And trying to find my future wife, I suddenly find a cop with a knife. Angered, lonely, and absolutely sad. I may never become a future dad. With the hyper-magician robot song, I sing these depressing lyrics along. But you say then why I am still only cursed, but you say my virginity really is the worst. But you say hate those cops who went and took her away. I want a girlfriend. So with this song deep in mind, my future wife I hoped I could find. Without a place, without a girl, I may just give them all a whirl. This is not the end, you jerks indeed. It will only look harder with lightning speed. I end this song with a single tear. I will find my woman in a single year.
Kid finds that the poem had been written 6 years ago. She continues on down the hallway, ignoring everything else Christopher left to supposedly introduce Melanie or a future wife. She passed by an assortment of adult-type toys she does not understand, a few magazines and DVDs, and a few packets of protection in an extra-large size. She finally reaches the door.